What is up, guys? Welcome to my Dragon Ball Super episode 106 review. And today, I'm going to start off with what I liked about the episode, but I'm going to go into what I didn't like about the episode. It had a few problems, but it was overall okay. So this episode starts off with Roshi, and he's tired from last episode after he already expended all of that erotic energy. So Goku goes off, and the camera cuts to Piccolo and Gohan. They were going to fight Dr. Rota, but then he was just shot off of a rock by the invisible sniper. We'll never know what his ability is because you'll see at the end of the episode they just cock blocked him. So this invisible sniper can apparently track people through these crystal balls, and he does it pretty good. He does it pretty well. Piccolo and Gohan tries to get to a safer place, but in the process, Piccolo's arm got shot off. Well, conveniently, it wasn't Gohan, right? Because Gohan's arm can't grow back. Anyways, so this guy, he can also apparently track heat signatures, because Piccolo and Gohan had this idea of trying to get closer to the enemy by using a rock and destroying it to get the dust flowing all over the place. So to create a smoke screen, and that plan failed because this guy has a special ability in his eyes for him to see body heat signatures, and that left Piccolo in an armless state, to say the least. Gohan can't defend himself, so Piccolo has to do it. Overall, I liked the idea of them using strategy to actually get closer to this invisible sniper. And I also like how the invisible sniper targeted each one of them. It was almost like Gaara's eye in the beginning of the series. He could see people through his eye. Well, he could still do it when he was older, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. The episode also had really consistent animation. It was okay. It wasn't amazing, but I didn't actually notice any characters being off-modeled as much as in previous episodes. And that is a pretty good sign. It's a pretty good sign that they're doing good work. I'm sure they also have a bunch of animators on their 1 hour special coming up, and that is going to be amazing. Despite all the great things about this episode though, I had a few problems. How did Piccolo find out that this guy was tracking them using their body heat? All he did was break the crystal ball. That made no sense to me. Also, Vegeta's arrogance. I mean, he's always arrogant, but he was arrogant to the point he was watching them getting shot, and he was just like, why are they just sitting there getting shot? Why don't they just fight back? Well, obviously, asshole, they can't fight back because they're undercover. I guess he can do better. That's what he was saying, but he couldn't do better. And that is another thing that really grinds my gears about this episode. They see some guy shooting this one guy, and that guy is reflecting the ki blast off of him. So guess what? They go and attack the guy who's reflecting the ki blast, and they fire a ki blast at him and expected it not to be reflected back. How does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. Couldn't they have actually gotten up close to him and fought him close range? Instead, they started throwing rocks at him. It's like they couldn't get close. And I'm pretty sure Goku and Vegeta are faster than this guy who's just a giant blob of tard. Now, on to Tien. Tien, this episode, he was useful. He was useful, I'd say the least. But I gotta say, Piccolo needs to teach him how to dodge. He created clones to try to catch up to Hermila, the guy who was shooting Prum with the ki blast so he could reflect them. And he was just running straight towards the guy and just getting hit by his blast. Maybe they were going faster than the speed of light, and his speed was definitely cut short due to his technique's weakness. But you'd think an experienced fighter like Tien would be able to, I don't know, anticipate and dodge. Another thing about Tien was he always somebody to get caught off guard like that. He just got up close to finish the guy. I feel like Tien wouldn't have done that. It's just not in his character. He's too serious. It reminds me of the time Vegeta was caught off guard when he was going to kill Frieza in the Revival of F movie or the Dragon Ball Super Revival of F arc. Back to Tien. Tien's clones. I don't know exactly how they work, but did he really have to take all his clones down with him at the time? Maybe like 2 of them could have, you know, like grabbed on to Hermila and one of them stayed up, and that one could compete in the tournament and call back the other parts of the body. I thought that's how it worked. I didn't think it was like Naruto's clone jutsu, where only his real one is actually the real one. I thought all of them were actually the real Tien, since his power actually splits into 4 too, if you know what I mean. So at the end of the episodes, Dr. Rota returns, and he was about to make this into an R-rated series. Please, God, no. Vegeta just gets annoyed and shoots both of them off, by the way. This episode was just an episode to annoy Vegeta. That's really all it was. Thank you for Goku anticipates Jiren after Vegeta gave this really good, and subscribe and tune in next week for Goku is another review of Dragon Ball Super. They can beat Jiren, but no, we'll see. He's anticipating his fight with Jiren more than he anticipates fighting with Vegeta and Hit at any point in time again. So Goku and Vegeta roll out. Makes me wonder if they'll actually fight together for the rest of the series, or the rest of the arc, I mean. So, the time until the tournament ends is 32 minutes. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, like, comment your thoughts on the episode, and subscribe, and tune in next week for another review of Dragon Ball Super. Wait, no. Next week, they don't have an episode.